Well, Cipla is a company that has declared numbers, and post that the stock has been on fire. It's not only that, but even the pharma sector, something which it has completely taken over. Now, when we just talk about what's happening in terms of Cipla, what's happening in some of the other names, so the India business continues to do better than estimate. The main important trigger coming in from the cost side. So even Cipla declared margins of 24%, and that was something which was clearly higher than what the street was anticipating. The surprise element came in from sales growth, which was all across the board. So when you talk about the US market, 14% growth led by launches like Albuterol. Then when you talk about the South African market, they surprised both on the tender and the institution business. Emerging markets as a whole did well, and India, of course, grew by greater than 10%. Just to give a perspective, sales was close to about 9% higher. The estimate was it will actually be flat. So that is the extent that it has been. That came out on a triple effect on EBITDA, with EBITDA coming in at 1,040 crores, and then you had the PAT number which came in at a much higher beat. Now when we talk about the conference call, the way ahead, one would argue by saying that Cipla has done well, but still the street continues to upgrade. So we've had EPS estimates in terms of upgrades of about 10 to 12 odd percent, which is coming for FY21, led of course by the strong Q1 number. Now the next 3 quarters are not expected to be so strong, but at the same time, who knows if the things continue the way they are, the cost saving continues the way it is, India business could shine, dollar has gone up, and that itself could be a trigger for the margin. So all of this is something which essentially the street is now starting to price in. It's something which the street is now starting to focus on, and that's why this added on rally. Now when you talk about brokerages and what essentially people are saying, a lot of brokerages have now upgraded their target price for Cipla. Target price are now in the range of close to about 750 to about 850, and that's precisely what is being reflected by this sort of a move coming in. Now when you talk about Cipla, it's a very different company. India business contributes 50%, US plus European business contributes 50%, and that's why the mix is completely different versus some of the others like Sun Pharma, maybe Lupin, maybe even Dr. Reddy's, where India business is just about 25-30% of their entire sales. And that's why higher growth here, higher cost savings here, plus a great branded business focusing in on respiratory, which continues to be in focus, acute therapies which are continuing to outperform the market month after month. These are things that have led to a further leg of re-rating. Now Cipla, some of the other stocks are at an all-time high. As I told you, brokerages have taken their target price higher from 750 to about 850. People continue to maintain their positive momentum. However, with the up move coming in, the upside to the target price now remains limited. So the focus will come back onto commentary, focus will come back onto upcoming launches. There are a lot of complex launches that they have filed for, or they are looking to file for, especially in the inhaler segment in US. So approvals of those, what's happening over there, how will this cost saving continue to translate further into margin, is something which the street will continue to focus on.